Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. I wanted to do this little video this afternoon, and I'm sorry I don't have any gun porn for you to look at, but this topic didn't really pertain to needing gun porn. Okay. There. I know you guys won't be satisfied without a little something to look at. Anyway, so the video. Are you too fat to prep? For prepping. I've been involved in the prepper movement for a long time. When I was a kid, we just called it living. Later on in the 80s, I think they coined the saying survivalist, and then into the 2000s it became prepping. And because of the internet now, we get to hear all the peanut gallery in comments and Facebook postings and all that, and you'll have a guy doing his best to help share some information about prepping or guns, whatever, and maybe he's not in the best shape, and you hear folks chiming in, about his weight, or he can't hardly breathe, or I've heard it all. Now, let me first say this. I think everybody in general should strive for better health, whether that be just in general for your daily life, for better quality of life, whatever the case may be. But the idea that you're going to have some, all your quote-unquote preppers are going to be some elite operators is foolish. If you look at any organization such as the military, law enforcement, or whatever, you see all shapes, sizes, and abilities, and you see that's just the nature of anything. Everybody can't be the tier 1 tactical operator dude. So I'm not sure why, because if you are a true prepper, you want to support your fellow preppers and help them and motivate them and so forth, and fat shaming them is kind of useless, to be honest with you, because you may not know diddly squat about how to program a radio, or to cook over open fire, or start a garden, or fix things, weld, blacksmith, you name it. You may not be able to do it. You're a heck of a gunslinger, and you can tote that bug out bag for 12 miles and it weighs 60 pounds. Good for you. But if you can't cook, you can't fish, you can't hunt, you don't know how to do any of those things, you're going to need some other folks, some support staff, as we call it. So like I said, I just find it pretty useless, to be honest with you, the stuff I hear, and instead of supporting that person and telling them you appreciate their efforts and so forth, it's everybody wants to jump on board and blast them, or whatever the case may be. And my thing is, there's a lot of skill set that I'm not great at, or I may not have, that I struggled with. Maybe that's, trying to program ham radios or understanding ham radios. Well, I hate to tell you, in prepping and that sort of thing, in a crap hits the fan situation, you're going to have people doing all kinds of jobs. And that's, from cooks to, whatever, candlestick makers. I mean, everybody's going to have a duty to do, and not everybody's going to be the gunslinger. So the idea that some guy or some gal can't hump a bug out bag for 12 miles or whatever the case may be, who cares? They understand their limitations, but maybe their skill set is different than yours. So keep that in mind. We're all in this together. We're not here. You look at the military. Not everybody can be in infantry. Not everybody can be a grunt, and not everybody can be a Navy SEAL, and so forth. That would be kind of like the Navy SEALs blasting everybody in the Navy and otherwise of their job. The Navy SEALs depend on a lot of people that are not elite operators to do their daily duties and their functions, whether that be the guys that get them there, to the people that acquire the gear and research what gear to possibly bring on board, all those things. So that's why I say, guys, we're in this together as far as the prepping community, and I think that it's foolish and not. It doesn't do anybody any good, and it's just not beneficial to sit there and blast people. Now, some people are just trolls. They're not even in the prepping movement. They're just on YouTube being trolls. They're on there, shaming anybody that they can get a hold of, and that's just idiotic. If that's what you've got to do with your day, obviously you're not a productive citizen, because if you were a productive citizen, you would not have even time to sit there and just battle back and forth blasting people on the internet. Foolish. It's one thing to be on the internet for a cause, trying to blast some folks. I hear you, but the idea of just going on there and shaming folks, whatever that may be, bullying them, is just foolish. I mean, that's just immature and stupid, to be honest with you. You're just not a productive citizen if that's what you've got time on your hands, and not to do something productive. So anyway, I'll digress off of that. But my point to all this is, just because you see somebody that doesn't look like you or so forth, and what I find ironic is the folks that are doing all this, they usually don't have a channel. They have no true contribution to the effort of prepping and that group of people, that community, but yet they come on there and want to blast folks. Hey, start your channel and show us what you got. Show us your skill set. Show us what you got. Nobody's done this to me. I'm just talking in general. Everybody's been super nice to me so far. I'm sure eventually, somebody will chime in. But I'll just block them or get rid of them one way or another, because I just think it doesn't. It's not. I don't mind constructive criticism whatsoever. I encourage it with most of my videos if you followed my channel. But just going out here and being stupid is, kind of dumb. I mean, if you're going to say something, back it up with some facts and all that. And if you're just going to chatter off with some garbage about whatever, then I'll just block you. But the guys that have the channels that or whatever the case may be, that's had some issues like that, man, keep your chin up. We're in this together. Your true preppers and stuff, we're behind you. And don't let the idiots mess with you too much. I mean, like I said, everybody's got their own skill set, and I promise you, very few people have a 100% in all skill set. I mean, that's just kind of foolish to even think that. The guys. Not everybody can be a grunt. Not everybody can be a sniper. Not everybody can be a armorer. Gardener, whatever the case may be. I mean, there's no way for one person to be all things to everything, and so therefore, take what that person is giving you, what they bring to the table of value, and they may not bring anything to the table of value for you personally, but they may be doing it for somebody else that doesn't have that skill set that they're trying to teach them something or explain something to them. So anyways, I won't drag this out too long, but I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that, and just keep in mind that everybody has a different skill set and brings something different to the table in all walks of life and all circumstances. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, we're in this together as a community, and we should look after each other and help each other out all we can. So again, I always condone better help to anybody. So that's not, I'm not here to make excuses for anybody that is not in the best of shape. But that's like I said, that's not all that it's about, is being fit and buff and whatever. I know some guys, matter of fact, that have YouTube channels that are, and I'm not going to mention any names, but some of them are not your fit, buff kind of guys, but I wouldn't want to be in a gunfight against them. So just keep that in mind that, like I said, everybody's got their own skill set. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope I didn't offend anybody with this video. Just trying to explain my side of things, and hope everybody kind of understands where I'm coming from. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. If you would like, share, and subscribe, we'll be bringing you another video here in the near future, and I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Have a good day.